This holiday season, I'm bypassing canned foods and opting for those freshly made dishes using real ingredients. One of the worst processed foods to grace our holiday tables is candied yams. You know the ones, the mushy yams bathing in a sticky sugar syrup, topped with little melted marshmallows. All that sugar covers up the subtle flavor of the yam and makes it more appropriate for the dessert table. So this year, I'm rescuing the yam from its sugary demise and elevating it to the realm of good eats. Come into the kitchen with me and see how it's done. So when is a yam not a yam? When it's a sweet potato. There's a big confusion here in the US. We want to call these things yams, but they are actually sweet potatoes. So why the confusion? Well, back when there were African slaves here, they called these little guys yams after their version that's grown in Africa. Now the sweet potato and the yam actually are not even related. The yam is only grown in tropical climates, and what we get here, although they're labeled yams, are actually sweet potatoes. So when you're in the store, look for the ones that have the pointy ends, and they can either be white fleshed like this one or orange fleshed like this one. To start off our sweet potato recipe, I'm going to bring to a boil a little bit of freshly squeezed orange juice. Adds a really nice flavor to the yams. A little bit of maple sugar, so that's how we're going to make this sweet. Again, a really nice complementing flavor. Just a touch of butter. And then I want to add a little bit of freshly ground nutmeg to this. Now, if you don't have a nutmeg grater like this or nutmeg at home, go ahead and use a pinch of the fresh, but I think it adds a really nice flavor to this dish. We're going to bring this to the boil, and then this is going to go over our sweet potatoes. Over here, I have my dish already prepared. It's sprayed with a little non-stick cooking spray. So what I'm going to do is take my sweet potatoes and just put these in a nice decorative pattern. See, this is going to be so much better than the stuff that is in the can and has all those marshmallows on top. There we go. So we'll just make a nice decorative pattern. Our glaze for our sweet potatoes is done. I'm just going to pour that over the top, and what this is going to do, it's going to cook with the sweet potatoes, and then it's going to form this really nice caramelizing glaze. This is such a great recipe. Everybody's going to love it. And then for fun, I want to sprinkle over some pecans because it gives a little bit of texture and crunch. And then all we're going to do is cover this with foil and bake in the oven for 30 minutes. And once that's up, then we're going to remove the foil so that that glaze can caramelize in the yams and bake about 15 minutes longer. Here we go. Wow, look at these sweet potatoes. They're nicely glazed, they're perfectly cooked. The pecans are still nice and crunchy. It makes a great dish for your holiday table. Please join me in eating whole foods for the holidays. Happy and healthy eating.